up, y'all? It's your girl, Princess Savage, the editor at Premagazine. We're here with Honor with Prem. It's our podcast. This is the first episode. I'm here with my beautiful co-host.
Hi, y'all. I'm Big Kid. I am a music and sports writer here at Premag.
Hello, it's Jack here, and I'm a videographer at Premagazine.
Cool. How are y'all feeling today? How's it going?
I'm feeling good. I'm a little sad today. Today is a day of Nipsey's passing, so I'm a little down about that. But other than that, I'm feeling stellar.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like when it's like weather like this outside, like really gloomy and like cold, I'm like easily tired or like I feel exhausted. But I noticed, like we were just talking about this before we even started recording, like even with Nip passing and even Kobe passing, like on those days, their anniversary death dates, like you notice like LA is never sunny. It's like LA knows like this is lost some legends here, so paying some respect, some homage in a way.
Yeah, that is just spiritual for real. I was like, it's crazy because actually like a week ago too, I had a dream where Nipsey was in it, and I just saw him walking on the street, and I remember like I wanted to go talk to him, but before like he like walked past and like I like tapped his shoulder, and before he could turn around, I woke up. It was one of those dreams.
Oh wow. That's crazy. That's some like angelic.
Like seriously.
Like, I'm good. Kind of like a reminder, like I'm cool, y'all. I'm good. I'm living it up over here.
Right. And I always talk to like my homegirls and stuff, and we always talk about like how like we want to make Nipsey proud, like just, you know, like on some like father figure type of thing. And I know that he like represents that for so many people.
He's very impactful. I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle music all day. Y'all should go stream that too.
Oh yeah, I was definitely bumping Don't Take Days Off on my way over here. That was my that Red album.
The Crenshaw.
The Crenshaw Red.
Album.
Yeah, that man, that does it for me. All the bops on there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like my good encouragement song. Don't Take Days Off. That's my when I'm going to school, y'all. That's my anthem. I'm like, all right, get ready to deal with all these people.
Yes.
It's a lot, but
it must be special for you too, being from LA, and actually being born and raised here as well.
Yeah, just like not even so much even being from LA, because it's like I feel like everybody felt Nipsey's impact regardless of where you were at, you know? Of course, like LA felt it way harder than like we could ever imagine, especially South Central, you know? And like kind of on the outside looking in, you know, not being from South Central, not really being from LA, but being from LA County, you know, just like kind of being able to, because even though I wasn't from there, I definitely had friends from there. So, you know, sometimes I would go and hang out with them over there. They would come over my way, something like that. But even be able to see like the impact he had on, you know, those communities, them being able to have like a voice of representation in a way.
Gave like slight activist vibes.
Yeah, he gave hope to the city. That's why I feel like a lot of people were distraught, because it's like he was, you know, getting ready to do that Dr. Sebi documentary and like a lot of different things, you know, trying to, you know, buy these lands. Trying to buy land, trying to, you know, build a city up, and, you know, actually knowing how to speak to the people that I feel like on the outside people are like the hardest to reach, because, you know, when you don't come from their environment, you know, that's like you can't really tell me anything. We don't have the same resources. We don't even have the same upbringing, you know, so you have to know how to reach those people, you know, and Nip was definitely the one to reach those people. So
most definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. 100. She's sending a lot of love to Lauren London and Nip's family. It's like, when it comes to grieving, that ish never gets easier. So yeah, sending a lot of love to the family.
Here, my boy.
Yeah.
And sending a lot of love to LA, period, because I know that all of LA is hurting right now. And that is just it.
But yeah, kind of after we pay homage to Nip, kind of going into some other things that have been going on for sure.
Let's do it.
I love the fact that I recently heard that Silk Sonic was going to be opening up for the 2022 Grammys. That's
so well deserved.
Yes.
Gonna be so epic too. Like what an epic way to open up.
Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars. I say but I'm probably wrong.
Oh, Pac.
It's Pac.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anderson Pac.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's Korean. I think that last name is Korean.
Anderson
And they don't
Paak.
have an ass sound in
sound.
Korean.
Yeah. So yeah.
Hey, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm
You're
like,
the first,
okay,
you're the
wait.
first person other than like other Korean people that I've seen pronounce the name right. Because everyone says, "Oh yeah, Anderson Paak," and I'm just
Y'all
like,
just put me down.
I'm sorry.
right. But now you know.
I think
But now
it's-
you know.
It was the double A for me, so
It's
I was
the
like,
double A.
yeah, but that's the only reason why I do it. But yeah, it's Anderson Paak, and we have Bruno Mars. You know, two staples in the music community for sure.
Yeah.
Like for sure, those two together it's like a
Incredible.
Bino and Blast. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like-
Like it's great
They know how to
music.
match the old school vibes with the new.
With the new,
Right.
yes. Like, honestly, both of them, Bruno and Anderson, really remind me of like, kind of like the Brent Faiyaz vibe, where it's like, hey, like I'm an R&B, like I'm an R&B singer, but like I'm still giving you those kind of like Future vibes too in my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
The
it's like the
kind of like
futuristic?
yes.
like not
Like
Travis,
Future the
lyrics,
artist.
like
but
Future
just,
the artist. Like with Brent Faiyaz, he be singing so like like it's a melody, it's like music to your
Yeah.
ears, but he is really singing some fuckboy stuff.
No,
For real, he
seriously.
really is.
And
So-
they're both great performers. Like, I'm really excited to see what kind of energy they bring to the Grammys this year. Because, yeah, both of them are known individually for being, like, excellent performers. And then you look at the live performances that Silk Sonic has had or the virtual performances that Silk Sonic has had. And it's just magic when they're up there together on
Oh, yeah, we
stage.
gonna see it live.
So-
Tickets on me this year. We gonna see it live.
Hey, you
I
better
love
hold
that.
yourself
Hold
to
up.
that.
Did y'all hear that?
Okay.
It's recorded. It's recorded. Got it. But yeah, no, like just even their music videos alone kind of goes to show you the different concepts that they can have, whether it's behind the camera or even on stage.
Right.
I'm ready to see those effects,
Yeah.
like how they're going.
Shout out to Cree. She's my friend and she's a skater and she was in a couple of their videos skating. So
Hey.
Shout out to-
Shout out
yeah.
to Girl Skaters. Shout out to
Love
Creed.
it.
That's dope.
That's dope.
Wait, so she made a little cameo in the video?
big cameo. She's in there.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
crazy. Do you
love
know which
it.
video?
Wherever they skate. Now I don't know.
Wherever they're
But,
skating.
she's like the darker skin. She has colored locks or dreadlocks.
Dope.
Great skater.
That's super love. That's super
Yeah,
love.
that's dope. Yeah, but I'm really excited to see that, especially because, you know, we've been in a pandemic where a lot of these award shows we haven't been able to have. I
Right.
personally, I don't watch award shows for the awards. I watch it for the performances. Like, I want to see what kind
Yes.
of heat different musicians are bringing every single year, because every single year the visual concepts, the visual creativity changes.
They
like
get
there's
crazier.
so many different ways you can put your own spin on,
Yes.
you know, your brand. Like you're pretty much representing your brand at the freaking Oscars, the freaking Grammys. That's crazy.
And I've always been like of the opinion that award shows
Mhm.
always on some bull. But there's something really gratifying about watching an award show and seeing performances that you know are going to go down in history, and also seeing the acceptance speeches that are going to go down in history. Like, I just remember like that one time, I think, yeah, it was at the Grammys, and like Tyler, the Creator, brought his mom up there and she was crying, and you know, respect to Tyler, the Creator. Love him. But yeah, it's so beautiful to see those like moments when you can see an artist getting their flowers, especially
I love
when
everything
you
about
agree
award
too.
shows.
When you're like, okay, like that's the one, they deserve that.
I'm a person where on YouTube, I'll literally look up compilations of artists crying their eyes out to like their awards because it makes me happy. It really does. If I ever need to pick me up, or like if I'm really thinking about like, because there are definitely times where I'm like, okay, am I doing this career thing right? Am I doing this writing thing right? Like, what am I trying to accomplish? And like sometimes looking at those videos and seeing how hard people have worked on their craft, and to see that their hard work paid off to the utmost, and like just seeing like kind of all that overwhelming emotion come over them, like this is real, like this is happening, like that gives me that extra oomph that I need to like, hey,
Me
keep
too.
going. 'Cause,
That's the
like,
only reason I like going to grade school and high school is because you got rewards. Like I graduated on honor roll in high school, but I feel like just working hard and then being rewarded for your work is a great thing. So
that is important. Do you remember in like grade school when you would get like awards for little things?
Perfect
like,
attendance.
Got all that perfect attendance, honor roll.
I had one where like if you didn't have to like flip your cards to like the different colors, like for a whole month, like you would get like this special pizza party and like personalized donut holes and stuff. Like it was cute. I was like, hey, I'm making sure that I'm on my best behavior. Like there's no way.
Discipline cards?
Yeah, so like there was like when I was back in like 4th grade, they would have like the green card, yellow card, red cards. You know, the green, if you stayed on green, you was cool. But if you got yellow, you pushing it. But if you got red, like it's over.
Yeah.
It's done. So, yeah.
All right, so go give me your Grammy speech.
Mine?
What you got?
Okay. What am I getting a Grammy for?
You're getting a Grammy for being the best writer in the world. Best hip-hop writer in the world.
Okay. All right. First of all, I just want to give honor to God for real because he is the light of my life. I cannot do this without God himself. I also want to give thanks to my family, my people. Shout out to my publisher. Shout out to my editor. Shout out to Premag for giving me my start. Appreciate y'all.
I don't see no tears though. I don't see the tears.
And this has just been a long time coming in. I'm sorry. Okay, God, and it's just I've been praying for this for so long, and just to see all of this,
Where's the tissue?
It's a flourishing. It's just I just couldn't be more thankful. So you know what? Can't wait to make some more creative works for y'all. Might even see me, screenwriting a couple plays or a couple movies, couple TV shows, all that. Putting my work elsewhere. But you know what? I'm very thankful for all the artists I was able to interview. Y'all made this possible, and congratulations to all the other winners. And
There we go. There we go.
Thank y'all. There you go.
Yeah, and I also heard, I had seen like this little Twitter trending, like isn't Kanye supposed to be performing at the Grammys this year? Or I think there was like some talks of that happening.
Okay, last time I had heard, I've also have not been keeping up with the Kanye machine as of recently.
Me neither. I briefly saw the headline.
The Kanye roller coaster.
The roller coaster that is Kanye.
Right now. Last time I heard that they were trying to say he couldn't perform at the awards show because of everything that was going on with like the Instagram controversial, etc.
But then I saw a headline and it was trending and it was like Kanye might still perform at the Grammys and
probably
and I'm just like, what?
If he does, good for him.
I hope he's in the right headspace to do that though.
Yeah, for sure. I think my biggest thing with just the Kanye thing is, again, I'm big on that's none of my business. I'm big on I don't have enough information to make an opinion.
Yeah.
We don't know what happens in these people's relationships, marriages, what they have going on behind closed doors. We get whatever they want to give us. We get whatever the media wants to give us, for real.
Right.
So,
and all we know too is what we know for sure is that he's going through something. And he has some kind of mental health considerations or concerns that he's going through right now. And when it comes to that, I just like you said, Sydney, like we never really know what's going on under the surface in people's personal lives, but like let's stay away from like stigmatizing or really attacking like people that are going through their own mental health stuff.
I don't like
when they're
that's a lot. I wouldn't.
For sure.
Amazing. I don't think Kanye's crazy. I just think he hasn't had the chance to really speak out against a lot of the emotions that he may has been feeling. And right now he's doing that in any platform that he can get. He's doing that. So
he's going through a very public
breakup, a very public divorce. And battle with like his children right now in terms of like what he's wanting them to do, where he's not wanting them to be on. But at the end of the day, all you can really do is I just wish Kanye the best. I even wish Kim and the kids the best, Pete the best, everybody the best. I just want them to be able to successfully co-parent, which I was actually able to see. They went to a soccer game for one of their kids and they were able to coexist.
As a child of divorced parents, that's progress.
as long as they can like get along, and at least for the sake of the kids, that's all I could really wish for.
Yeah.
So I hope Kanye's good, for sure.
Hey, love to everybody involved in that situation on both sides. And also especially sending love to the kids. I think people forget that like the kids are the ones to take most of the emotional
No,
yeah.
Kids feel energy. Kids are smarter than people give them credit for real. Like, speaking to, you know, I was a family of a divorced parent too, but thankfully I have, you know, somebody I can call my father now, but definitely felt that. You feel that void, you know, of why are my mom and dad fighting? Why isn't my father around like that? Why, you know, like you feel it. You definitely do. So we know what's going on. It's just more so we don't really have the voice or feel like we have the unction or the authority to really speak on it. Like as a kid, you're like, especially in a black household, when you're like, that's grown folk business. You need to have knowledge over grown folks' business. You don't go up and really ask those questions. You just kind of ponder it, and when you ponder that, it stays in your mind for so long, and it becomes traumatic for some kids. It can. So, like you said, Ange, I'm definitely hoping for the best for, you know, the kids. Ultimately, that they even if their parents aren't together, they still feel like they are in their lives. You know.
Fun fact: today is my parents' anniversary.
Oh, happy anniversary to
I don't know how long they've been married, but it's been a long
beautiful.
time.
That's great.
15, 20 plus years.
I love that.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Wait, you're in Fresno?
Yep.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
So happy anniversary, guys.
Happy anniversary to y'all.
Yes, anniversary to y'all. And like, hey, shout out to everybody that's in love. Shout out to the lovers in relationships right now. Yeah, that's what keeps everything pushing at the end of the day is love.
Right.
And,
Love
you know,
music.
there's so much, like, sadness in this world. Like, I love to hear stories like that of people that have stayed and stuck with each other. It's beautiful.
It is.
Check it out.
Yup.
Yes,
But in a good way.
of course.
A good way. And they got a lot of business. When I have a business together, all of us are grown. We got grandkids, so they're doing well.
Great. I love that for them.
Speaking of relationships, weren't you going to talk about...
Yeah, let's
There's a situation.
Yeah, let's kind of dive into. Let's see if y'all know. Maybe some of y'all don't know, but Ari and Tana Williams and G Herbo right now are kind of.
What does she do?
She is the daughter of Fabulous and Emily B. Yes. So and you know Tana's currently pregnant, 8 months pregnant right now with their second.
Herbo's baby mother.
Yeah, his girl, like his girl.
G Herbo, their exes. Okay, Ari and G Herbo ex. Okay,
Yes.
I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, what's going on is, at least what we see on Instagram or the Shade Room, Ari had let the public know that. She at first, let's kind of go back. She had played a prank on Yosan, which is her and G Herbo's son, basically saying like, "Mommy's pregnant," and so like it went viral on the internet. Like Yosan was actually really upset about this, like visibly, like, "I don't want you to have a kid," whatever. And so it kind of brought up, like, "Oh, why is Yosan feeling this way?" And it brought up the conversation of Tana and G Herbo, and how Tana's getting pregnant and they're having kids, and G Herbo's not with his mom, so that can be. A kid can feel that.
Why do people love speculating?
I don't know.
So much.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what they were saying. So on Instagram, Ari went ahead and spoke on it and was like, "No, these things are true. Yosan has told me multiple times that he doesn't feel comfortable spending the night over there or being over there." And even went as far to saying that Yosan said that Tana had hit him. And so basically Tana went on the Shade Room comments and was like, and G Herbo too was like, "If y'all think I would ever put my son in harm's way or think anybody would lay hands on him, you're tripping. Like, y'all are weird." And so Tana came on and made a whole post about it and was like, "I love your son immensely, but I have not been able to love your son in that way because you don't like me, and like you're kind of in the way of that. I would never lay..."
To Ari.
Yes, I would never lay a hand on your son. I love kids, and I have a kid of my own. I'm 8 months pregnant right now. You're stressing me out, and all I've wanted this entire time that I've been with your baby daddy was just for us to coexist, and settle things for the kids. Mature wise, that makes sense.
Stepdad thing is a real thin line to tread on. Back in the days, if you had a stepdad or stepmom, if they disciplined you, I don't think it was so much as a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
The dynamic with step-parents gets hella complicated.
Yes, it does. But when you have that understanding, which is what Tanya was trying to infer on her Instagram post, like, there should be no, static with that. So Ari went ahead and responded to her on IG Live and played tapes of Yosan saying, like, I don't like Tana, she's hit me, whatever. However, Ari did say at, like, the end of one of her lives that Yosan was hit with the pillow and he just fell, but we don't know what the extent of that is. But yeah, that's pretty much,
they say anything.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what's going on. But a lot of people, to even go off on that, are saying, like, why would Yosan lie? Yosan is very articulate with his words. Yosan is very smart. Like, he knows how to talk. He knows what's going on. Like,
he's still a kid. Kids lie.
No, I don't think. Why would Yosan lie about, somebody's hitting me? Yosan is very open in the camera. Like, Ari records Yosan, Herbo records Yosan. That kid is very outspoken. He says what's on his mind. He says the truth, and that's just what it is. Everybody knows that, which is why people are speculating, like, why would he lie? Like, why would he say that? Like, this isn't... Kids, just because you're a kid doesn't mean that you're a liar, and that's the whole speculation, what people say in the comments. People try to make it seem like, oh, you're a kid, you don't know what's going on, you have no speculation, and tend not to believe them. But when you're a kid, that's when a lot of memories and things can be the most heightened for you. A lot of emotions and things that you go through are the most heightened for you. So, I don't know how old your son is, but he's not.
I see how old he is.
I just think, like,
either way, no matter the age, like, kids, I'm not saying kids don't lie, but to have that mindset of, I'm not going to leave because, kids lie. Nah. Yeah, he's 4. But either way, again, he's been in the public eye where people know people know Yosan. People know their child. He's never been a child to just say whatever, do whatever. He's not like that. If anything, he's very open with people, with telling people, I don't like you, or I don't want to be around you. It's on camera that he's done this. So I'm not just going to sit here and say, and discredit Yosan and what he's saying and say, oh, you're a kid, you don't know what's going on, because that's not true. I've definitely had situations where maybe I was a kid, and I would hate if I came up to my parent and told them the situation. They were just like, you're a kid, you're a liar. You don't know what you're talking about.
I think it goes back to
bias, when it comes to this. Ari, and she even said in the live, girl, we'll never be cool. I don't like you. She said that. So, having that in mind, and,
your kids are brothers and sisters. That's already a bad look on your end.
And Yosan is not a person, it's not a child where he likes a lot of people. Like, that's very evident. So, like you said, it can be very hard for a child just to be able to articulate, like, I want my mom and dad together. Because that could very well be what's going on. I want my parents together, and you're in the way of that. That's how he can view it.
Thinking that way?
Yes, it's happened multiple times where there are literally serial killers who are kids, and you would think, you're not capable. Yeah, like 6-year-old serial killers and stuff like that. They are there. If you Google that, there's definitely little kids like killing people, doing all that stuff. So kids are capable of anything too, just like any other human being. So all I'm saying is, like, just like what was said, if your mom's feeling away, just me talking. If my mom's feeling away about you, I'm feeling away about you too. Because my loyalty's to my mom. So that can definitely be a speculation where it's like, that's going on. But there's also another side of people that, like I said, like we weighed out the Will Smith and Chris Rock options. While people think this, there are another group of people that think this way. And that's the only thing I'm saying. Only thing I'm saying is people, that have been followers of Ari and Herbo and have seen Yosan pretty much grow up because he's been on the socials, kind of have an inkling of how he acts, how he reacts to certain things, and, his honesty with a lot of things, how he feels. So that's why people are having that speculation. But like you said, Jack, there are other things that we have to take into account too, whereas, when I'm your child and the mom doesn't like the new girlfriend that's involved, it can cause some static, which is why I'm saying I agree with Tana in the aspect of her post, like, I want to squash this for the sake of co-parenting our kids.
Also, why is it public? Also, the truth always eventually comes out. Like, whether people like it or not, like, whether that's a month from now, whether that's tomorrow, whether that's a week from now, next year, like, the truth always ends up coming out. And it's about waiting and seeing. That's all you really can do. And I think, but I do agree with you, like, wanting to squash it for the sake of, okay, let's co-parent peacefully and not do this very personal, deal with this very personal situation publicly. Like, let's not do that.
Right. Yeah, because I will say this, and this is just a fact. This is nothing about me not liking Ari or whatever. Like, I don't be involved in people's lives like that to care like that.
We don't know them.
I don't know them. So Ari is known to honestly be really mean, especially on the socials, posted on the socials about everything or doing different things. So, it's kind of like, it can be hard to like co-parent with someone who would rather go to the net. Would rather go to the net than rather come to you and just be like, well, I'm trying to squash with you. I don't have a problem with you. But honestly, Ari can be immature sometimes and just coming up and saying, well, I don't like you and I don't want to deal with you. It's not going to be that simple. Right. Our children share the same father. You're going to have to see me, especially because there have definitely been talks of, or I don't know if this has happened yet, Herbo proposing to Tana. You know what I mean? Like, he's openly said, like, I love her, I want to marry her. So she's not going to leave your life anytime soon.
And then to an extent, like, with dynamics like this one, where there's like, someone leaves and then they get with someone else, but then they gotta kind of coexist with those, like, the ex and stuff like that. Like, there's hostility that's already there, so it might not even matter the kind of person that Tana is.
Right, exactly. Right. Exactly, and I think that goes back to Jack's point. Like, Tana and Herbo could be doing exactly what they need to do. Like, we're raising our kids and minding our business for real, and y'all trying to make this an issue for all we know. But
speaking of her, he's also being featured on Coi's new album, Trendsetter.
Hey, shout out to that.
Yeah.
I actually I don't really mind. I actually really everyone hates on Coi Leray.
I love her.
But I will say I like her.
I love Coi.
I've rocked with her sound for a while now, and like she was
before the Hills came out. That was prime Coi. Before the Hills came out, that was prime Coi. She was really barred up. Yeah, she's still barred up. But like back then, that's when I really started liking Coi, because you can, even if you don't like her music, you can't knock the girl because she has confidence to a T. Yeah. Like you really can't tell that girl shit.
And then people forget that she's Benzino's daughter, because she doesn't put that in your face, like, oh, I'm Benzino's daughter.
She doesn't care about that.
She's trying to do that stuff on
for herself
and really make a name for herself, and she is, and successfully doing that. I'm never gonna hate on a woman that's successfully doing that.
You can't. Because either way, even if you are, all she's gonna say back to you is, well, I have more money than you, so
exactly.
Wow.
It really doesn't matter. If you hit somebody with that,
real.
You really can't say nothing. That's why I'm big on. I can't get on getting your business, and I can't really have an opinion because you're richer than me. So, what?
Well, richer than somebody that's mean everything, but...
what I'm saying is I can't hate on you. I can't do any of that, because at the end of the day, if you really want to say something to me, you could be like, well, I'm richer than you. I have more success than you do, and this, that. So what does that really tell you? Right. Sounds like you're a hater, bro. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah,
right. I don't like,
and me and Coi got the same birthday,
what you're doing on the mic.
I love her.
What she's doing on the mic is making her hella money. So.
And she has great features on this album. She has Nicki, Polo G, Pooh Shiesty, Dirt, her, Young Blue. I could name all of these. She has Chief Keef. She has Sosa.
The thing that's interesting about her is that low key, her sound is really interesting, because I can already imagine her collabs with these artists, and I can't imagine her sounding bad
at all
with them, because of how she's diversified. She does the little baby voice that she's known for now,
but she can she's hard on the mic, and I feel like people need to give her credit. Just because you think oh, she's corny, or some of her music's corny. Like, y'all looking at one spectrum of Coi Leray. That is not her. She doesn't have one sound. That's never been her. She has multiple.
One style. She look like a girl some days.
People love to hate on her for whatever, at a certain point.
Well,
it's very weird.
It's like, she's like herself, and she didn't get her body done. She's skinnier, and people just like something to say.
Still pretty, still beautiful.
Warriors.
Exactly.
Love her. Yeah. I can't hate on somebody that has the confidence like that. And it still will. And at the end of the day, I'm collabing with the artist that you want to collab with. Nikki?
Yup.
Girl, if Nikki like me, I don't care if y'all like me. Simple as that. Because if I was her, I'd be like, Nicki Minaj wants to collab.
That's the thing.
I don't care.
Don't say anything to me.
Yeah, that's just saying. I don't care. I have Young Ma, you got Mustard, you got all these other... Come on, if all these artists that y'all listen to, that y'all say are better than me, or that this is your artist, and they want to collab with me,
clearly co-signed.
What does that say about?
What does
that say? What is that? One
highlight from
that Supreme Court judge that was the one that the first Black woman who was a Supreme Court judge. I think she got sworn in officially. So kudos to her.
Yeah, I was watching that.
So.
Yeah, that was what, like a week ago?
Yeah, a week ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to her. That's my women's history. Shoot. Exactly what I was doing. Yeah.
I like the movie King Richard.
Oh, King Richard, excellent movie.
I love Serena and
Venus Williams.
Watching that story and just seeing them as little girls and really working hard, even with their circumstances and becoming what they are
it was the ending for me.
Excellent.
Yes, it was the ending for me. Serena basically saying, like, watching Venus and being like, man, I'm happy for my sister, but when is it going to be my turn? And like for her dad to really like prophesied over that, like, trust me, she's going to be the best, but you're going to be the best to ever do it. And that really happening, that is amazing. Exercise at its finest.
So crazy.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I would say my favorite moment. Shoot, I'm going to take it a little bit personal, but like, this was my mom's birthday month, and I was able to really celebrate her and like take time for myself to celebrate her. And I got to spend a lot of time this month with a lot of women I love. So that's all I could ask for right there. For sure.
Love that.
But yeah, favorite memory.
Shout out to you women.
Yes.
Yay.
Thanks.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in, though. This is On Air on Preem. I guess we're about to sign out.
Yes, signing out. Thanks for being here,
y'all.